I am Sage Chioma, and I am honored and privileged to host your Kwanzaa this year. I will first start with a description of Kwanzaa, and I will tell you its origins. I'll tell you a little bit about its 7 symbols, principles, and 7 days. I want you to know that Kwanzaa is a way in which African American people are able to honor and acknowledge their lineage and heritage. Kwanzaa is an African American and Pan-African holiday, which celebrates family, community, and culture. It was created in 1966 by Dr. Malana Karenga, a professor of Africana Studies. Kwanzaa, a 7-day cultural festival, begins December 26th and ends January 1st. It joins communal values and practices of continental African and African American culture. The word Kwanzaa in Swahili means first fruits. These are aspects of Kwanzaa that reflect traditional communal harvest celebrations of Africa. Celebrations can be held in the home amongst just family and very close friends, and they can also be held collectively throughout the community each night. The number 7 is very significant because it highlights and is highlighted within the 7 days, the 7 symbols, which we have beautifully displayed here on this table, and the 7 principles acknowledged with the lighting of the candle. Kwanzaa has 7 basic symbols. Each represents values and concepts reflective of African culture and contributive to community building, restoring the true state of a communal people. The 7 symbols are beautifully displayed at celebrations in the community and in their homes, just like what we have here. Now, you will notice the colors red, black, and green are also within our celebration. These are very festive colors, and they are symbolic as well. The red is for the blood of the people that was shed, the black for the color of their skin, and the green symbolizes the land as well as their triumph in their struggle. I will talk to you about each symbol. Here we have a unity cup. Now, our first candle that we light is called umoja. And we usually start off with everyone acknowledging the community cup. And we use this cup to pour libation. So almost every celebration will start with a libation where we pour water on behalf of our ancestors, acknowledging that we stand on their shoulders, their commitment, and their hard work. The makeka is a mat that is placed on the table. This mat symbolizes the history, it symbolizes the tradition of African American people, and it serves as the foundation on which they will build. The second symbol is the mazao, and the mazao is actually the fruits and the crops. And that is symbolic here, as you can see. You would have in your home different fruits that you would place on the Kwanzaa table. It is symbolic of not only harvest celebrations, but of the rewards of productive and collective labor. So this mazao is a very integral part. Now, the third symbol is the mahindi. That is symbolic of corn. Now, the corn is placed, and what this symbol stands for is the children and the future of their family. So if you have 5 children in the family, you would see displayed on the table 5 ears of corn. If there were no children, you may just place the corn there as a symbol of the future of the family. Our fourth symbol is the zwadi, and the zwadi are the gifts. They are symbolic of the labor and love of the parents. It is highly recommended that the gifts are educational and reflective of African and American art and symbols. As you see beautifully displayed here, we often like to give things that educate, that reinforce positive self-esteem and values around the culture of African American people. So I have 2 books. I also have here some flashcards, which have some facts about the civil rights movement, as well as great African Americans. These are flashcards that give you a lot of knowledge and facts around the contributions of Black people. You see, handcrafted gifts are recommended, whether it's jewelry or whether it's art that can be beautifully displayed in the home, sculpture or carvings. All of these things are highly recommended. The 5th symbol is the kinara. The kinara is the candle holder. These are beautifully handmade, handcrafted, and the kinara sits perfectly on the makeka, which is our mat and our foundation. Now within them is our 6th symbol, which is the mashuma saba. These are the candles. They are symbolic, as I said in the beginning, red, black, and green. Each candle represents a principle, and the principle is one of our 7th symbols. It's our 7th symbol, and it is called the Nguso Saba. So each night we light a candle. We begin with the center candle, the black candle. That principle for December 26th is umoja, unity, to strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. On the 2nd night, December 27th, the principle is kuji chakalia. In Swahili, that means self-determination to define and name ourselves, as well as create and speak for ourselves. We go from left to right. On December 28th, the principle is ujima, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. On December 29th, we light the candle for Ujamaa, which in Swahili means cooperative economics, to build and to maintain our own stores and shops and other businesses and to profit from them together. On the 5th night of Kwanzaa, December 30th, we light the candle for Nia. In Swahili, that means purpose, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community to restore our people to their traditional greatness. On the 6th night of Kwanzaa, the principle Kuumba in Swahili is the term for creativity. Just the word creativity helps me to recall what we have always been told. We are created in the image and likeness of the Creator. Yes, our inherent divinity is manifest in our Kuumba creativity, both individually and collectively. And the Karamu is the feast that is held on December 31st, where everyone comes together as a community, and they bring all of their drums and their dances, they bring all of their jewelry and all of the paintings and things that they've created and share with one another, and the food is endless. So Kuumba, that principle is to do as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. And on the last night, the 7th night of Kwanzaa, January 1st, the principle is what is required to make all the other principles possible. Imani, faith, to believe with all our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, and our leaders, and the righteous victory of the struggle that they will and have overcome. And those are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa.